ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap, yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, pagkaisa tayo, isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kanila lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na nararamdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magibang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.
That's unfair, and bottom of 7 points in the game. To the wow. Little guy to make the shot and knocks it down. Valoria is open. 3-point. Oh my goodness!
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino na nagbabalik dito sa corn capital of the Philippines, the city of Ilagan in Isabela Province. The Capital Arena is our venue for tonight's triple header. We're in the second game sa ating schedule ngayon. Lawrence Victoria, who has haunted Batangas with that game winner last season. He will be leading the Voyagers against Jong Valoria and Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. The Rum Masters, that loss still fresh on their minds as they collide in our second game here. Pasay on a 4-game winning run taking on Batangas that has suffered losses of late. No, medyo nahihirapan itong Batangas to get back on track. They take on a Pasay team that is looking very sharp at the moment, Coach Mike.
Yeah, agree. And this is going to be an opportunity game. An opportunity for Pasay to continue with their formidable wins over top teams. at pagkakataon rin para dito sa Batangas na bumalik na ulit sa kanilang winning ways.
Of course, mapapanood nyo ang ating liga sa Facebook and on YouTube. And we are also live on Solar Sports. Of course, Coach Mike Perez, Coach Delf Tupas. Yung Pasay yung pag-usapan natin dito because they have been on a roll and they've been playing well. No, it's not just the victories, no scores, but the performance as well.
Yeah, I think that the improvement on the performance really is more on the defensive side. Before, they were allowing 75 points to their opponent. Now, it's even better at 70 points per game. And in that last match of theirs against Parañaque, ang laki ng improvement in the second half. They really came back roaring in that third quarter heading into that win, while forcing more turnovers and making more threes. 15 turnovers, to which they got 13 points out of it. And a lot of threes as well para dito sa Pasay.
Well, the Voyagers, they have a signature win already this season, beating the Abra Solid North Weavers, and another chance for them to claim a big scalp. The former champions, the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters, it has not panned out for them so far this season. It's been a roller coaster season. They started the season losing to Quezon, and then yung trend na panalo, talo, it's been happening to them. And now, back-to-back losses. They lost to Pangasinan, lost to San Juan in their last game before the Holy Week. You know, some things, you know, they need to recalibrate here, Coach Chol and his troops.
Yeah, agree. Lalo na sa making points and scoring off games, that number's been down. Pero ang laki rin na nag-improvement na sa fast break, but everything else almost the same. And in that loss to San Juan, shot making again was the problem. They had more attempts, but almost the same field goal makes lang. And you look at the bench points, only 35 points. Baloria had 12, Ighalo had 10. And you're gonna need other guys to set up, especially if you have Sed Ablas only scoring 5 points as a starter.
So a lot of weapons there on that Batangas team. We'll see if they are going to come out with all guns blazing against Pasay. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starting lineups.
Manny Pacquiao's MPBL at the Capital Arena, live on Solar Sports. Here are the starters. Let's begin with the Pasay Voyagers. To guard number 1, El Trilla Lawrence Victoria. Playing center number 4, Warren Bonifacio. At forward number 9, AJ Coronel. Point guard number 77, Dan Sara. And at forward number 13, Dr. Fly. Belated happy birthday, Don Reverente. The head coach is Marlon Martin. Assistant coaches Vicky Escudero, Hubert de los Santos, Adrian Bucal, Don Moderno, Willie Generalao, and Brian Orog. Team consultant Cholo Martin. Team honors Raul Bacalso, Mickey Ligot, Labin Castro, JD Castro, and Lian Calixto Robiano. Now for the inaugural season champion, Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Off guard number 7, O'Neil Arim. Point guard number 10, CJ Isit. Power forward number 17, Kenneth Ighalo. Coming in at center number 27, the KING to the VIP, King Importante. At forward number 22, the Sniper de Mexico, Levi Hernandez. Their head coach is Cholo Villanueva. His assistants are J.R. Aquino, Warren Capitan, John Arenas, and Dino Enrile. Assistant team manager Gilbert Alea. Team manager Gene Alabanza. Team owner Lucio Tan III. Referees for this ball game are Grucci.
Starting 5 brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Pasay starts with Dan Sara, Lawrence Victoria, Warren Bonifacio, AJ Coronel, and Don Reverente. And Batangas City will have CJ Isit, O'Neil Arim, King Importante, Ken Ighalo, and Levi Hernandez. And interesting 5 here for Batangas as they begin with Ighalo, Importante on the front court.
Agree, and we're gonna find out how this pans out. Lalo na pinalitan nila si Sed Ablasa on the starter side. And we'll see how this works for Coach Cholo and the Rum Masters.
No Mark Cruz, no Jexter Apinan, And no John Ambuludto so far para dito sa Batangas. So it's a severely depleted team here for Batangas. Victoria with a runner. No. Don Reverente tracks down the miss. Bonifacio. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dan Sara. 2 seconds on the shot clock. And everyone on the Pasay side just ball watching.
And you know what? That to me is a really good defensive stand, the very first one for Batangas. And the reason that I say that is that Pasay actually threw a lot of actions in that offensive sets. I mean, ang daming dinipensahan na action doon pero lahat natapatan nitong Ram Masters, which is a good start defensively for them. This is a good matchup, Levy versus Warren.
Inside they go, foul.
Makita mo yung contrasting na offensive attack. As King Importante got called for that foul. Si Coach Cholo right there. The usual mga signals and mga play calls for him off that side of the floor.
Yeah, Coach Cholo very composed on the sideline. I like the demeanor of Coach Cholo. Never too high, never too low.
Yes.
And that's an obvious foul, and CJ Isit. And he's claiming na si Lawrence Victoria nakahawak sa kanya.
And I thought CJ is going to be key, especially as you put the body right in front of Lawrence Victoria. And make no mistake about it, Lawrence Victoria is a true, legit scorer and closer for the Patriots. For the Voyagers.
Sara pulls up over Arim, no good. Isit with the rebound. Arim, nice recovery from O'Neal Arim.
Alam mo yan ang isa sa pinakamalaking aspeto ng game na nag-improve para dito sa Batangas this season coming from last year. Last year, the fast breaks only 10 points. Now it's up to 16. That 6-point difference really key, I guess, for them offensively.
And this is the reason why Batangas has actually started with this lineup, coach.
A lot of mobility, no?
Gusto nila mag full court press.
O in depensa to try slow down yung half-court set nitong Voyagers. Alam naman natin, pareho itong dalawang teams na mahilig mag-set up ng kanilang half-court schemes. So you make each one very uncomfortable by pulling that defense even farther out so that it's not easy to bring down the ball.
Ito ang unang free throw ni King Importante. He was played himself into the rotation of Coach Cholo. He's been out of the rotation for a while, but a string of strong defensive performances from King has paved the way for his entry here.
Yeah, lalo na pag nagsabay yung magandang depensa nila ni Don Ochea. That's really something for the Ram Masters.
Wow. Pasay still looking for its first basket. Agawan sa bola. It ends up out of bounds. Last touch on a black shirt.
And Coach Cholo is loving it. I mean, the shots that the Voyagers have taken so far, either hurried or very uncomfortable.
Reverente inside, no good. Tapik ends up with Levy Hernandez.
3 on 3.
They don't have a numbers here, but Levy knocks down the 3.
Wow, really good start.
Yung si Kenneth ang pinababantay nila kay Warren Bonifacio. Lawrence Victoria, halos nakahiga na dun sa kanyang tira. Is Levy Hernandez. He'll fire again. No good this time. Rebound ni Reverente.
Get as many shots as you can, especially if you're within your range. And that's what so far we're seeing here early in the game for the Ram Masters. Uncomfortable defensively for Pasay and pushing the pace the other end offensively.
Victoria could not hit from the outside.
I think this is the 5th miss already for the Voyagers.
Ighalo, that's his favorite spot.
Yeah.
And a stroke of genius here galing kay Coach Cholo Villanueva. When you play a team against like Pasay, you need every advantage that you can get. 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. They are rolling at the moment, the Rum Masters.
Totoo yan. And we're gonna come back and discuss some more.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Kanipaya. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 ka.
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Welcome back to the MPBL. John Amboloto, Mark Cruz, and Jexter Apinan will not be playing for Batangas today. But kwento nga ni Coach Cholo Villanueva na in his entire MPBL career coaching for Batangas, he has never lost 3 straight games in a row, and today is no exception. He said add that to the fact na gusto talaga nila makabawi from last season where Pasay actually beat them with a come-from-behind win in the last minute. Sabi nga niya, we only faced them once during the eliminations, so they cannot waste this opportunity. Buti na lang daw na may Holy Week break, which was 70% rest and 30% watching basketball film for him. It was the perfect reset daw from their last 2 losses that had glimpses of brilliance but were not consistent. So today is a must-win for his team. Back to you guys.
Coach Cholo Villanueva feeling the heat at the moment. And hopefully his Rum Masters respond here tonight. Sabi ko sa'yo fresh on their minds ang talo last year.
Oo, totoo yan. And I think yung changes sa starters na, there are actually 3 pieces that they change off their starters, only retaining itong si King Importante at itong si O'Neal Arim. Well, one, CJ Isit is there definitely to stop this guy right here, Lawrence Victoria. Second, you've got Kenneth Ighalo to be a more active defensive guy, length of the floor, especially against the active players like Don Reverente and Warren Bonifacio. And then you've got Levy Hernandez in place of Ceda Blas, who in the previous game only came up with 5 points. And so the hope is that Levy's going to start out stronger and Ced could come in a little bit easier towards the middle of the game for the Rum Masters.
Was it Levy or Jong? Si Jong nag-start the last game?
It was O'Neal Arim, Don Ochea, Levy Hernandez, Ceda Blasa.
Oh, okay. Well, they've been struggling here. Pasay, 1 of 8.
And the shots have been challenged pretty well. Talagang hindi komportable. But you know how Coach Marlon is, this will be a game of adjustments between Coach Cholo and Coach Marlon.
Inside, Reverente finds a way against Importante.
There you go. Diyan talagang maaasahan mo inside. Paint control, staying poised despite the defense right in front.
This is a move from Don Reverente. Ganda ng fake. Finishing off the glass and in.
And it's not like yung depensa ng Batangas is preventing Pasay from making any attempts. Halos pareho lang yung attempts. Mas maganda lang yung conversion nitong Batangas because a lot of it is coming from fast breaks and they're really challenging every shot by the Voyagers.
Levy Hernandez. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Against Bonifacio. Levy takes it in and finishes.
Sobrang open yung gut ng defense nitong Voyagers. And Rum Masters have been doing a good job spreading that floor and allowing that middle thirds of the floor to be available for any attack.
And they've caught Bonifacio dun sa taas several times as AJ Coronel, fortunately for the Voyagers, able to pick up the loose ball and bank it in.
Ang ano lang naman dito is how much of this energy can the Rum Masters sustain. You see King right there take a shot and miss.
11-6, Tabi to Mark Sanko. Coronel back to Cyrus Tabi, who's been having a terrific season. Ito si Cyrus Tabi, almost 10 points per ball game. The jumper from Cyrus doesn't work. Sanko with the offensive rebound. Hindi niya nakita si AJ Coronel. Bonifacio shoots over Kenneth Igalo and he misses.
As it seems right now, ang ganda ng matchup nito ni Kenneth kay Warren, ano? Lalo na si Warren mahilig sa top of the key, nakapwesto eh. And hindi mahirap yung para kay Kenneth.
And he beats Bonifacio off the dribble. Just a wild finish though from Igalo. Sanko to Coronel for 2.
That's a challenge. You let AJ take off from there and you make that run.
11-8 is the count. I said Ablaza will check in on the next dead ball. Levy. There's a switch again. Atakihin nila ulit si Warren Bonifacio. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And Levy fires and hits.
And so far out of the last 3 shot attempts, all of them have been attacks on Warren Bonifacio.
8 points for Levy Hernandez. Sanko answers with a 3. 2.5 minutes to play. 3-point lead for Batangas. De La Virgen, Ochea, and Ablaza are coming in. Importante, the drive, no call. Sanko with the rebound.
They got numbers.
Sanko to Bonifacio. Well defended. Nahanap si Coronel. No go. Tabi on the stick back.
And with King Importante staying in the backcourt, you know, just numbers game advantage for the Voyagers that side.
Great response here by the Voyagers. Can't keep them down for long. The Pasay Voyagers as Cyrus Tabi pulls them to within 1. Timeout, Batangas.
Para sa
Levy Hernandez, 11 points against San Juan. Already 3 off that mark. And we're only in the first period sa laro natin.
Levy in that game played roughly 27 minutes. So with Zed having a tough time offensively, Levy had to be in there to score.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Full court press here from the Voyagers. De La Virgen, Ablaza, Baloria, Ochea, and Igalo. For Batangas, Tabi, Salenga, Sanko, Victoria are there for Pasay. J.R. Chavez comes in for Victoria.
Medyo mabagal yung pasa kanina ni MJ dun sa dive na yun ni Don Ochea.
Now the rotation here. And because of the injuries, Lunor ang naging napunta sa second unit. Here's Ablaza. Ball slipping out of his hands. They go to Darwin Lunor. Back to Ablaza. Nice fake by Zed. Trying to beat the shot clock. Sanko with a rebound. Jopet Soriano has entered the game for Pasay.
Another one good guard para dito sa Voyagers, yan si Felipe. Ooh!
Agaw ni Don Ochea, the reigning defensive player of the year, and he finishes on the break.
And I like this defensive 5 on the floor here for Batangas. Lunor and Ochea to me are pretty good.
It's pretty much their starting unit with the exception of Lunor.
Who's in for parang si Jexter, no? Ooh, what a tap.
Soriano trying to recover. Salenga and Ablaza fouled Soriano.
Trying to reach for that ball, inadvertently nakatama, so that's going to be a foul.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
I'm sure pinag-uusapan nila yung defensive coverage na yun. Nobody stopped that ball up high and allowed that downhill momentum for that finish by AJ Coronel. You can't afford that if you're Batangas.
Soriano to Salenga for 3. Yes! And just like that, Pasay has caught up with Batangas. We're tied at 16.
And si Jasper, siya sa mga magic buno talaga ni Coach Marlon, can really provide you, quality minutes on the floor.
De La Vergen.
Screener.
Valoria. Ganda ng depensa dito. Inside, Lunor na libre. Teardrop won't go. Darwin, another opportunity. A strong move.
And we have seen Darwin Lunor perform really good games against top teams. If you recall from last season against Zamboanga, I felt, Darwin Lunor played a major role in that game. Oh, blow by Cyrus.
Batangas grabbing the lead at the end of the first period. And they deserve this lead with the way they started this ball game.
Yeah, the turnovers that they forced have really made it very difficult to be very seamless yung offensive execution itong Pasay. Pero you gotta stop the ball in that situation because you won't allow that downhill trend in favor of Pasay. But the threes have really come in and Levy's been pretty good here at the start of the quarter.
18-16, Batangas lamang against Pasay. We'll be right back.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, si Manny. Kanipagya. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Pasay Voyagers, their next 3 games take on Basilan on April 30, May 8, a date with the San Juan Knights, and May 17, the Pangasinan Heatwave. So pretty much a really good stretch of games for them. Let's go to Gianna Llanes.
Coach Marlon allowed his players to spend the Holy Week break with their family last week, but he had one request to still keep their focus on the game. Sabi niya na mental skill talaga ang trinabaho nila for this matchup against Batangas, considering them a high-caliber team. Hindi daw sila pwede maging confident dahil lang natalo nila ang Tanduay Ram Masters last season because they didn't have control of that game until the last minute. A huge help for Pasay right now is Coach Marlon keeping his composure for them. He admits when he was a rookie coach here in the MPBL, he was very emotional. But now he has gained the maturity to accept every error as an opportunity to learn, like in the first few minutes of the game. Sidelfin, Coach Mike?
Maraming salamat, G, and shows you the development and the maturity of Coach Marlon as well. 36% shooting for both teams in that first quarter, and last season, I think I covered that game last season, and the message there was a bit of Pasay as an organization, trying to reach the level of where Batangas is as an established and professional organization dito sa liga natin. And this season, the improvements have been all around. I think if you're the Voyagers, step by step every season, they've taken some good steps upward.
Yeah. And, considering the pieces that they added to their roster, I mean, the guards and Felipe Chavez, see this move.
Check out this assist of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice for victory. A few more game with 1xBet. Here's Don Nochea on the stick back. No good. Rebound ni Sanko.
And one thing that, staying with that conversation, apart from the pieces that they've added, guys have really stepped up. Cyrus Tabi, Jasper Salenga, and even this guy right here, Sanko. And all that goes back to Coach Marlon actually. Him para itimon itong mga players na ito and staying very composed. This is a season that I feel I've seen Coach Marlon in tough games na talagang kalmado. Ika nga.
9 points now for Sanko. He's been outstanding in the first half.
And so far, this is a comeback on the fast break situation for the Voyagers. They scored 6 of them in the fast break.
11 of the 26 galing kay Mark Sanko. Now it's Pasay's turn to take advantage, but Jong Baloria trims the deficit to 3.
And so far, the excellent three-point shooting have really made it an advantage for the Rum Master and really challenging the closeout defense of the Voyagers. Pinned down off a stagger here.
They're down though by 3 as Sanko. The shot clock is down to 2. Tabi has to fire. Rebound ni Seda Blaza.
Tsaka walang sumusundot lahat nakatapat lang. Straight honest defense. Staying in front.
MJ, yes, we're tied at 26.
MJ is one of the players of the Rum Masters na talagang audacious yung mga tira. You remember in one game again, that was Quezon City yata, from last season. Forced that overtime. He really is such a brave player to be taking shots, even from way out.
Here's Tabi. Fouled by Baloria, Salenga, and Ochea. Konting kiskisan.
Pumapasok na rin yung frustration.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere. Former St. Benilde Blazer, Mark Sanko, finishes that fast break. He's got 11 in the ball game. Lawrence Victoria, Joey Barcuma, and Warren Bonifacio ang nasa loob para sa Pasay Voyagers. Lawrence de la Virgen able to intercept that pass. Jong, 3, no. Bonifacio with a rebound. Coach Cholo begging for a foul. Salenga. Long rebound, ends up with Warren Bonifacio. Corner 3 from Warren. It's the top of the board.
Yeah.
Ablaza to Ochea. Don is fouled by Warren Bonifacio.
Dalawang team na pareho nag-fast break in that situation. Pero makita mo composure really more on the side of the Rum Masters. And not that the Voyagers are really hurrying, it's the defense that's making them very uncomfortable.
His free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
So far, we see Sancos is leading points and rebounds here for the Voyagers. He's got 11 points and 6 rebounds.
28-26. Batangas on an 8-0 run. They have regained the lead. Victoria to Sanko, now with Barcuma. So na sila ngayon, itong Batangas. Warren. Salenga shoots the 3 and knocks it down. That's the second 3. Para kay Jasper Salenga. 6 points in the game. And Pasay is up 29-28.
Ganda ng corner exit screen na prinobide doon ni Sanko for Jasper Salenga. And Warren Bonifacio, he will find you if you're free on that side.
Baloria loses the handle. Recovered by De La Virgen. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jong from the corner. Air ball. Barcuma.
And they will talagang susubukan nilang pumas break kung may pagkakataon. Buti nilang mabilis ang kamay ni Sedel. No, you know.
I can't believe
I love the
there was
deflection
no acknowledgement
of
this 3-pointer, of course, galing kay Jasper Salenga. but he almost got hit in the head, on the head. Okay? And there was no acknowledgement that I saved him. Okay? Grabe ka.
You saved him.
I saved him.
You're the savior.
Yes.
So thank you.
Jong Valoria, mintis ang tres. And Hernandez could not get that one in on the second opportunity. Ano na siya eh, pag ano lang eh.
Let's see the replay.
Tingnan mo.
Let's see the replay.
Tingnan mo. Oh.
Oh, wow. Look at
Oh.
that. Wow.
Oh.
Iba yung deflection mo.
Iba yung deflection ko.
Oo.
Crucial.
Alam mo,
tatamaan ka sana.
It's two things. Yung reaction tsaka yung speed. Eh.
Oh, ay.
Ang bilis.
Ang bilis. Good. Nice shot, Direk. Nice shot, Direk.
Nice shot. I love it.
Ganda yun, ha?
We love it.
The pasa kay Barcuma, the extra pass to Bonifacio.
Still couldn't connect.
Alam mo yung nalungkot na ako doon kasi hindi nakita yung reaction ni Ton after. Parang wala siyang wala siyang alam na tatamaan na sana siya.
Pero he's pleasantly surprised that you were there to save him. Ano naman yun?
Seda Blaza and Batangas slowly but surely regaining control of this ball game, 31-29. Joey, foul away from the ball on Darwin Lunor.
And those are fouls that they cannot afford. Lalo na si Coach Sola's been, preaching about defense.
Three-point shooting has been working here for both teams actually. Pasay shooting 41%, Batangas shooting 38%. That's the fifth make from Batangas.
Tsaka dalawang pinanggagalingan ng 3 points eh. Either flow of the offense or yung kumpiyansa nung player na titira in that area. Levy's been taking that shot even without passing off to his teammates because he is free and he's capable of making them.
So is this guy, FJ De La Veren, who's trying to take Barcuma to the post. Kicks it out to Sed, has plenty of time, Seda Blaza.
Two different actions right there involving Seda Blaza. Kanina, two-man game action as a screener. Screener leaves him, takes the shot, it's free. Now it's a post-up. You do not leave Seda Blaza right there free and challenged.
Now this is a 14-3 run dito sa second quarter. They're still looking to get Lawrence Victoria involved. Victoria misses the three. Rebound ni Levy Hernandez.
5 misses of 5 attempts, Lawrence Victoria. That's how uncomfortable he's been in this game.
MJ. Ablaza slips, kicks it out to Levy. The extra pass to Jong. Blocked by AJ Coronel. Lonor picks it up, too strong. A push on Don Reverente.
Ibang klase po musician sa ilalim din. Offensive rebounding itong Batangas Rum Masters.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
And that's one facet of their game that really kept the same from last season. At 15 offensive rebounds per game, they've been pretty steady at that pace.
Levy, there's a double team. The fadeaway. Levy Hernandez, stop it.
Oh, man.
36-29.
Gotta love all these moves by these perimeter guys.
Yung fadeaway niya, palayo sa double team. And look at that. Well defended. But better offense from Levy Hernandez, and he smiles sa Pasay bench. Timeout ulit ang Voyagers. Batangas in front by 7.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Kahati mo, si Manny!
The Batangas City Tadwai Rum Masters return to the city of Ilagan next week. May 3, makakalaban nila yung Cowboys. May 10, they take on the Patriots. And on May 20, a date with the Sarangani team that just won its first game of the season. And get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
And so far, parang game of runs ito between these two teams. Batangas started out strong. They had a 9-point run. And sumagot naman ng 8-point run itong Voyagers.
Bonifacio inside. Leonor grabs the rebound. Another stop for Batangas. Maloria.
They're really liking this matchup with Barcuma.
MJ de la Virgen. MJ goes to the baseline. Levy from the corner. Yes, sir.
Ganda ng ball movement, Alam mo kung saan yung magiging unang pressure sa defense, and that's on Barcuma. And MJ's been doing real good from that spot.
Well, the extra pass again for Batangas. That's 11 assists para sa kanila. Reverente, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Barcuma, the one-hander. No. Ablaza secures the rebound. Under a minute remaining. Batangas in the midst of a 19-3 run dito sa second quarter.
Yeah, UCLA again for MJ. See, that's a foul. That's the exact same setup that they did a while ago. A little UCLA cut to bring MJ to the post up. The question is, how much more will you allow this single coverage on the post against MJ?
And that those shooters on the other side, pick your poison ka dun.
Oo, grabe.
Levy Hernandez with 13 points. As Batangas calls timeout, they're up by 10 with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Para sa atlitang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
A good-sized crowd here at the Capital Arena. In the city of Ilagan, the corn capital of the Philippines. It's Jensen against Ilagan, Isabela in the next game. But for now, enjoy muna tayo sa laban ng Batangas and Pasay. Si Dev Tupas kasama si Coach Mike Perez at Gianna Lianes.
Ang dami natin nakikita mga nanonood na parang today is dating night game, Dami
Kaya
mga
nga.
families, couples.
Kaya nga. Alam mo naman tayo, Coach Mike, trabaho tayo ngayon.
Ayo, naman.
Inside they go.
Yeah, medyo successful sila doon. Ang ginawa nila, they switched, they took out Barcuma in for Cyrus Tabi. Cyrus now is the one who takes on MJ. Same play, went to the baseline, drove, pero napalabas yung bola.
39-29. This is MJ de la Virgen.
Expect a quick shot here for Batangas because they want a 2-for-1. There you go.
And that was too easy.
Oh, and that leaves them ample time for the last possession, assuming they get the next possession here.
21-3 run. Levy Hernandez sizzling in the first half. 15 points and 5 boards. Paul Victoria, three-pointer is short. Baloria on the run, 3-on-2. Leonor, MJ, Levy, block. He had plenty of time there, Levy Hernandez. Reverente will finish with the left. And that is big. If you're Pasay, that sort of stops the momentum a bit. para dito sa Batangas, and you pull to within 10
Yeah.
at the break.
4-point swing.
And end of the first half sees the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters up by 10 against the Pasay Voyagers.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod 15 si Manny. Kanipaya. Para sa 100% Pinas
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Para sa atletang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabati ko yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kanila lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na nararamdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magyabang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din, guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayo lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa tagunlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.
It's 41-31 among ang Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters against the Pasay Voyagers, and Coach Cholo Villanueva shaking up his lineup. You know, the two reasons, you know, they're on a slump at the moment, and at the same time, he is short on personnel. But Batangas City, yung sino man ang natira sa kanila dito, they've stepped up big time and helped the Tanduay Rum Masters into this 10-point lead at the break.
Pero really, the story of the first half is about making a Pasay very uncomfortable and doing really good from three. Aside from yung shake-up nga nung starting five nila, they're shooting 44% from three. They got 5 more rebounds and 3 more offensive rebounds, which led to more second chance points for them.
And really, this game, kung nakikita natin, it's yung strengths ng Batangas nakukuha nila eh. Doon napupunta. It's as far as the trend of this game has gone, no? Mark Sanko is the leading scorer for Pasay, surprisingly, with 11 points. Sa kabila naman, Levy Hernandez with 15.
And I think yung naging challenge din para see a good play right there. Early, horns clear right there, a play for the Voyagers. And the starters have struggled for Pasay. Lawrence Victoria didn't have any points, and good thing that Mark Sanko came in and scored those points for them.
Got a steal here as Importante turns the ball over. Sanko. Tabi, they go down low. Bonifacio in prime position against Igalo.
Now, they're trying to tweak it a little bit. Kanina, they had Warren Bonifacio up top. Now, let's see what he does when he's down low.
Well, pinosisyon niya na maaga eh. Doing the work early. Hernandez having a tough time na makatanggap ng bola. Shot clock down to 4. Hernandez for 3. Air ball. Couple of good stops here for Pasay to start the third quarter. Meanwhile, let's check in with Gianna Llanes.
Si Delphin Coach Mike, alam naman natin na si Coach Cholo and Coach Marlon are 2 veteran coaches dito sa MPBL. Kaya aminado sila na isa sa mga challenges that they had when it comes to preparing for today's game is really how they'll approach it dahil medyo kabisado na nila ang sistema ng isa't isa. Sabi ni Coach Cholo na he knows that Coach Marlon has always coached very well-structured teams no matter what level. At malaking asset daw ang assistant coach ng Pasay na si Coach Vic Escudero, who Coach Cholo was with in the collegiate level. So he's a big asset daw when it comes to the defense of Pasay. Ayon naman kay Coach Marlon, si Coach Cholo ay isang coach that he really looks up to here in the MPBL because he was able to bring his culture centered around defense from Makati to now here in Batangas. So during halftime, he reminded the Voyagers na pinaghandaan nga nila itong depensa ng Batangas. It's really just finding momentum when it comes to their shots. Back to you guys.
Ay, salamat Gianna, and you know, it's really nice to see the two coaches showing their respect for one another. And you know what, Coach Mike, as Lawrence Victoria makes it a 6-0 run for Pasay to start the second half, it's not just the players here in the MPBL, ang quality ang umangat. The coaching has improved drastically. ang nakikita natin during the course of the 7 seasons ng Liga.
Agree. And you know, when we talk about the coaches leveling up, you see it in teams that actually performing. And with that report also of Adriana, you know, one common thing with Coach Cholo and Coach Vic Escudero, both these guys have actually run the Pulmaran system, offense and defense. You know, very much similar philosophies. And so, nandoon talaga yung understanding and respeto para sa bawat isa.
AJ Coronel is fouled by O'Neal Arim.
And I think ang maganda rin doon sa sinabi ni Coach Cholo is, you know, understanding who Coach Marlon is and his assistant.
Yeah, and I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Meantime, AJ Coronel has been, you know, providing some production. He's got 5 points so far. He's 2 out of 4 from the field. Making that free throw.
43-39. Batangas still on top, pero Pasay gaining momentum here in the third. Ighalo for 3 and he knocks it down.
No surprises there. When he played last year with Davao, that's one of his points source. That's where it's coming from. And you cannot leave Kenneth that much space.
2 former Cardinals there going at it. Senior ni Lawrence Paul Victoria, ito si CJ Isit sa Mapua. Ighalo got it in rhythm, knocking down that 3.
Rhythm na rhythm niya yung salot sa tira. No?
Oo. Parang may 1-2 step kasi siya pagka tanggap niya ng bola.
Yes.
46-39. Paul Victoria to AJ Coronel. Bagsak si AJ. Lets it roll to Sanko. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Warren Bonifacio attacks. And Ighalo secures the board as Batangas stayed strong on that sequence.
Good defensive stop.
Easy to importante. Levy goes to work against AJ. Levy Hernandez slips and finishes.
Galing ng atake ni Levy Hernandez doon. As he was backing down on the peripheral side, nakita niya, nag-aabang na ng drop step itong si Warren Bonifacio sa baba. Kaya, you know, I'm not gonna give you that. I'm gonna attack middle.
Hernandez with a steal. Counter steal by AJ Coronel. 3-on-2. Tabi. Yes! What a finish.
How big has Tabi been for the Voyagers? Yung mga larong binalikan niya at tinulungang manalo itong Voyagers, talaga nga namang ang laki ng halaga, you know?
8 points now for Cyrus Tabi. Niloloko sa kanina eh. Kakapanalay mo yan eh. Sobrang galing mo ngayon. Inside they go. Levy Hernandez.
Yeah.
21 in the ball game. The scoring machine. Victoria absorbs the contact and finishes off the glass and in. Di man lang natinag si Lawrence Victoria doon.
Ibang klase, lakas ng katawan eh, no? But iba rin yung habol ni King Importante, pero hanip yung tapos na yun.
Tingnan mo dito. Boom! Ano eh? Ang laki ng collision sa ere.
Hindi tinapik yun, hinampas. Ang lakas nung pero you know, finish pa rin.
Yung katawan niya, diretso lang. Walang
diretso. Kasi kung mahinahinang nila lang, nakatupi ka na eh, no?
And hindi lang 11 points si Lawrence Victoria last game, pero you know, even with he's a stocky guard, di ba? And kung yung iba doon, hindi nila kayang kontrolin ng katawan nila. You know, but iba to eh. Magklase to si Lawrence Paul Victoria eh.
Magaan pa rin eh, no? na sana all eh.
Oh, ito talaga. Ito gusto ko sa kanya kasi he's very comfortable sa weight niya. You know, with the play. At gamit na gamit niya itong, every bit of his body. Pag naglalaro siya.
At saka nagagamit rin niya sa mga bungguan yan eh, kahit sa labas. I mean, hindi siya basta natitinag din.
Nablaza, 8 seconds on the shot clock. It's set. Fouled by Sanko.
Yeah, that pretty much was a one-on-one right through the gut, in the middle lane of the floor.
This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Ang gusto ko lang sabihin dyan sa move na yan, sa mga batang naglalaro ng basketball, yan po ang tinatawag na backdoor cut. So every time na ginagwardyahan ka na ganun kalapit, fake off one way and go the other, which is exactly what Levy did.
Sorry ko, siya kakapagod. Ayoko gawin kakapagod.
Ay, mahirap yan.
Hindi ka makakatanggap ng bola.
Hindi ka makakatanggap, hindi ka makakascore.
In and out on the second free throw. Shout out sa Junior MPBL, by the way, opening today.
Today ba start nila?
Oo. Cyrus Tabi again, great movement without a ball, and he finishes again, and Pasay within 5.
At saka pangalawang same action na yun. Oh, that's a travel. That's the second time yung action na yun where they had that little horns clear for Cyrus Tabi drive in the middle.
This is our assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Warren Bonifacio, binabantay ni Don Ochea. Sanko has it, gives it up to Paul Victoria. Batangas already over the limit. Victoria, defended by Ochea. The kick out, Salenga for 3. Great challenge there by Kenneth Ighalo.
Ganda ng depensa ng Batangas doon. Every lane covered.
Ochea to Ken Ighalo for 3. Ang maganda dito kay Kenneth Ighalo, the more he stays on the floor and doing his job defensively, gumaganda din yung kanyang opensa.
At saka nabibuild yung confidence niya eh. Saludo ka talaga sa coaching din itong mga dalawang teams na to. Sanko has his moments. Right now, Kenneth has his own. Look at that.
I don't know why Salenga wanted to deny Ighalo there.
The handoff, no? Kasi he's better off you're controlling him with putting the ball on the floor than on a catch and shoot. And so you overplay him on the top side. Then he's just gonna backdoor and take that corner. Kasi gusto mong ilagay niya yung bola sa sahig para ma-depensa mo lalo eh. He's dangerous on a catch and shoot, which we've seen so far in his last 2 attempts.
10 of 21 for Batangas from beyond the arc. 5 of 18 for Pasay. So it's a plus 15 dun sa 3-point shooting. Baloria, Ablaza trying to find Leonor, had a shot already, so it's a turnover. Victoria, no. Sanko with the offensive rebound. Salenga gives it up to Bonifacio, the extra pass to Victoria. Salenga again for 3. Short this time. Agawan sa bola, nakuha ni Bonifacio. Fade away is good. Great action underneath.
Yep. At both ends, offense and defense. I mean, good recovery by Warren Bonifacio amidst all that pressure. Pero every closeout right there was available for Batangas to stop any attack.
Baloria. No call there. Victoria. Bigay kay Tabi. A little out of control, but Sanko is the trailer and he finishes.
Just when you thought that Seda Blasa had control of that defensive rebound, they just were able to recover.
13 points and 8 rebounds para kay Mark Sanko.
4 na lang to.
4-point game, 8 seconds remaining and the shot clock. They swing it over to Seda Blaza. Fakes the handoff, Sed the sidestep and the finish.
Diyan pinaka-dangerous yung mga player na Jexter Apinan, Seda Blasa, Levy Hernandez on a keep action. You give him that ball, go and get. If he keeps it, he can score.
Sanko. They go down low, Bonifacio for 2.
Ganda. I love that read. Didn't have that high-low. Let's do a bounce on that right side of the floor and you'll be better off with that seal.
Great, 2 teams executing very well here in the third. Pasay pulls to within 4 after trailing by 10 at the break. We'll be right back.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
We're back at the Capital Arena in the city of Ilagan, Isabela. Our Gixxer fans of the game, born for greatness. Sabi niya, nasa screen tayo, oh. Tingnan mo.
Sandali lang, hinahanap ko kung nasaan
Oh,
sila.
yung ticket. Yung ticket. Nandito sa akin yung ticket, eh. Lahat na lang, eh, no?
Okay na binibigyan ng storyline.
13 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Para kay Warren Bonifacio. And punta muna tayo kay Gianna Llanes.
Kung may matututunan daw tayo sa kwento ng Pasay Voyagers, it's that success takes time. Ayon kay Warren Bonifacio, masaya siya sa performance ng kanyang kupunan so far this season, but it really took years for them. For Warren, being with teammates Lawrence Victoria and Jasper Zalenga since 2013 is a huge help with their chemistry dahil alam na nila ang laro ng isa't isa. And since Pasay was here in Isabela since April 24, Warren found time to relax with his favorite hobby of watching Netflix series during their downtime. Constantly naman daw this season, he is also working on even furthering his ball handling para mas komportable daw siya umatake inside the paint like what we're seeing this game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. It's so nice to see that Jasper and Warren, that's more than a decade together. And it's very rare that they might be playing together since high school and they end up playing together in the Pro League.
Yeah.
It's very rare. And this guy right here, Jopet Soriano, who's at the line, who missed his first free throw, isa ito sa mga special request ni Warren Bonifacio na kunin during the off-season. His free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Also teammates with the Cardinals. So, alam mo na yung common denominator ng mga players na yun.
Oo. Tsaka I guess that really just speaks on what kind of coach Marlon has been. I mean, yung iba mga players dyan would have opted to go to other teams, but you stick around and hang with the program as Porter knocks down with that hook.
I like the different dimension that Chris Porter immediately gives itong Batangas. He'll go down on the low block and, he gets, delivers 2 points. Parang matik eh.
At saka ang ganda ng pagkaka-step up din ng mga players. Block.
Nasty block. Blaza on J.R. Chavez.
And, wala si Jexter. So see this drive right here. Ayun na.
58-53 here. Chavez to inbound. Reverente. Off-balance shot. Nearly made it. He puts it back in. Relentless. Don Reverente.
Happy birthday, Don.
Ayaw sabihin edad.
Ayaw eh. Ang quiet eh.
34 inside points for Pasay. 20 for Batangas. Porter wants it. Travel.
Same foot.
Got a little impatient there. I don't see.
I think they're gonna challenge.
Chris Porter.
Are they challenging?
No,
no, not anymore. They were adamant na jump stop eh, hindi naman same foot.
Batangas led by 10 to start the period. That advantage has been trimmed to 3 points here. Bagsak. Si MJ De La Virgen may pito against Don Reverente.
Oh, you got a case.
No,
It's not, right?
No.
No, it's not.
left foot.
Oo,
Left foot.
hindi siya same foot
Oh.
eh. Oo.
Left foot, left foot.
Well, it's not a jump stop, pero it's the other leg.
Pwede mag-final shot dito ang Batangas. Lumapit si Jong Baloria. Flick of the wrist from Jong Baloria. Beautiful stroke. And then sportsman-like foul ang signal dito. With 6 seconds remaining, they're gonna give it a check here. Agustin is down on the floor.
I didn't see that. Patapos na yung quarter eh, no?
No.
May humabol pa.
Toby Brian Agustin.
See this.
They both jockeying for position. Yun.
Foul on number 15, Dono Jaya for excessive hard contact.
Nakita ko na rin sa reaction ni Seth Ablasa. Nakita niya eh.
Well, there was a slight shove from Toby Agustin. Pero yung bawi ang nakita na medyo obvious yung contact. First free throw goes down for Agustin.
Second quarter, may 4-point swing ano, kanina towards the end.
Masyado malakas yung pangalawa. Okay. Sige na, laro na lang tayo. Huwag na muna tayong ganun. Sige na. Ganda ng laban eh. 60-56 ang ating score. 6 seconds remaining. Konting lambingan pa, and they're gonna get a warning here for sure.
Warning at Pasay Voyagers number 24, Toby Agustin, for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Yun, may warning tuloy.
Okay na yun. They got what they asked for kanina eh.
Soriano to Chavez. 3 seconds remaining. Chavez will attack. Chavez. No. That will do it. Third quarter in the books. And the Pasay Voyagers able to close in on the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters, who started the quarter up by 10. Now only up by 4. We're bringing the highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Fourth quarter action coming right up, with Batangas ahead 60-56.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Back inside the Capital Arena in the city of Ilagan, Isabela. That's our fan outfit of the game, brought to you by LGR Sportswear, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Good sized crowd here. Nakaabang sa ating main game. Coach Willie Generalao. A special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Si Coach Willie ba, taga Isabela?
Hindi. Hindi yata yun eh. Okay. Not sure about that. Yung mga tanong mo talaga, Coach Mike.
Nabibigla na ako. Sorry na. Am I putting you on the spot? What the score?
Oo, 18-16 for Batangas in the first, 23-15 in the second. And the best scoring output so far of the game para sa Pasay, 25-19 in the third.
Ayan, ang key difference doon is yung 5 made free throws nila. They didn't have a free throw make in the first half. So that helped them, especially with Batangas landing in the penalty.
Oh, Chavez. Three-pointer trims the deficit to only a single point.
Your turn to answer now, Batangas.
Baloria to De La Virgen. Porter providing the pick. There's a switch. MJ launches, no good. Agawan sa rebound, secured by Don Reverente. Pasay with a chance to reclaim the lead here. Chavez to Jasper Salenga. No good on the three. Chavez with the offensive rebound. They go to Warren Bonifacio. Atake si Warren. The turnaround shot. No. And Reverente gets to the loose ball again. Don to Jasper. To Chavez. The jumper from JR. No. And Ochea secures the board. De La Virgen. Ganda ng pasa kay Ochea. Don. What will he do here? Bagsak si Seda Blaza. Bagsak si JR Chavez. And JR Chavez is whistled for the foul.
Well, action picking up because this game is so much closer now.
Kenneth Ighalo. Balik sa laro. He's got 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting from beyond the arc. Chris Porter. Pinahinga muna. It looks like the whistle was a foul. And then they're trying to challenge it. They're claiming Don Ochea traveled.
Yeah, kanina on the low block.
So different calls involving different people.
I think they're gonna discuss this.
May concern muna tayo sa ating oras. Scoreboard rather. 8.5 minutes to play. We'll be right back dito sa City of Ilagan.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang darating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kalye lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na nararamdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magibang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.
We're back at the Capital Arena in the city of Ilagan, the province of Isabela. It's a matchup between Batangas and Pasay. Jong Valoria lays it in, beating Warren Bonifacio off the dribble, extending the lead of Batangas to 3 with a little over 8 minutes to play. Steal by Ablaza, the counter steal by Chavez, the block by Ablaza. The ball will remain with the Voyagers.
Well, Warren Bonifacio on that move was pretty much out there on that closeout against Jong, but he put the ball on the floor and got beat.
That's our Kickstart Great move of the game, born for greatness. Agustin will fire 3. That's short. He gets his own miss. Binigay kay Bonifacio, who fires a 3 and nails it. We're tied at 62 with 8 minutes to play.
And he lets out a wild, loud roar in frustration. That's the first time he knocked down from the outside.
And Warren has 11 in the game to go with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Valoria to set. Ablaza. And Agustin is whistled for the foul.
And sa ngayon, the way it looks, they're attacking that defense of Agustin.
That's Warren Bonifacio there with the 3.
And that shot would not have been available kung hindi na-deflect kanina ni Felipe Chavez yung bola, no? And so, you play your thing defensively and give yourselves another chance for an attempt.
I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Ooh, Ablaza missing the free throw. Let's check in with Gianna Llanes.
Si Dolphin Coach Mike, kitang-kita sa huling huddle ni Coach Marlon na pinaghandaan talaga nila ang depensa ng Batangas. So last huddle, he drew up different offensive plays for the Voyagers depending on who is in rotation for Batangas. Sabi nga niya na as long as they start this quarter with a bang, naniniwala siya na makukuha nila itong panalo. Quality movements, especially on ball rotation to get their shots in, is the focus of Pasay, especially in the last few minutes of this game. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Para sa atletang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes of the MPBL Party List. Our head of security, Rudy Distrito, in the middle. And on the left is Emer Oreta, our head of operations. And oh my. Oh my. Nakita kami sa TV. Oh my.
Hindi nila alam na
Uy.
nandito ako.
Oy.
Oy.
Yun yung ano eh. Hindi ako sure kung kami ba talaga. Kasi ano lang eh, ganun lang yung siko lang yung naka sa shoulder, Coach Mike eh. Ano eh, may ano eh, hindi ko sure eh.
Baka naman early in the relations pala.
Posible.
Posible.
Nasa ano pa lang, getting to know each other pa lang.
Looking at your profile pa lang.
Ano pa lang eh. Grabe, relationship expert na rin tayo, ha? Uy, eto, ano lang to? Posibleng hindi nagpaalam to.
Ano ba to?
Ha?
Ang Isabela ba is Love City ba to? O Love Province ba?
So many couples. Is it Valentine's Day?
I don't know. It's too far. Well, this is a good,
Natuwa yung mga tao eh.
Oo. You should hear the crowd here with their oohs and their ahs. Aww. Tingin ko mamaya may mga magkakalayo na ng upuan.
Oo nga.
Oo.
Kaya yung mga nagdi-date, ingat-ingat po kayo kasi baka mahuli kayo ng mga cameraman namin dito. 7.5 minutes to play. 63-62. Batangas with a 1-point lead. Warren inside. No. Tabi blocked. Rebound. Ablaza.
Again, it goes back to defensive stops, and that's what Batangas is taking pride on.
Baloria to MJ De La Virgen. Ablaza against Bonifacio. The handoff to Levy Hernandez is fouled by Salenga.
Very basic action. Pass on the elbow. Pin down, wide pin for Levy Hernandez. And the handoff. You could basically go either way. Go MJ or go Levy. MJ could even go back door on that left side of the floor. Nobody was in there, but Levy took the shot. Ooh. First trip to the line for Levy.
Dami ng ginagawa ni Levy Hernandez dito. 21 points on 9 of 16 shooting. With 5 rebounds as well.
Perfect from 3, 3 out of 3.
Ooh.
Well, on that note, that was a good foul for Pasay. You know, he missed a couple of free throws.
Levy. Missed
man.
3 of them. And said draws the foul on Don Reverente.
Pero kita mo si Coach Cholo, if you look at him, you know, he says, okay lang, that's okay.
He's gonna stick to his guns. Etong si Coach Cholo. Alam mo sa the faith that he has on his players. It's just amazing to see that relationship evolve over the years. Para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva and these guys have his back.
Yes.
Itong mga players nila.
And it just goes deeper than basketball, actually. You know, the trust and the camaraderie of these guys.
64-62 after the split at the line from Seda Blaza. Reverente, top of the key, finds Bonifacio inside.
Yeah.
That's another great play. Galing sa Voyagers, we're tied at 64. 5 straight points for Warren.
Yeah, one of the favorite actions of the staple of the San Antonio Spurs, which is called the gaggle action, run perfectly by itong Pasay.
Levy leans in.
Walang nasisirang kumpiyansa kay Levy. Kahit na 3 minutes na free throw pa yun.
He's a rare breed here in the MPBL. Professional scorer Levy Hernandez. The sniper of the Mexico. Now it's Warren Bonifacio's turn against Igalo. And a foul whistled on Kenneth. As 2 former Cardinals battled it out once again on the low block. This is our assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
3 guys converging right there. Little stagger for that corner guy and a back pick for the weak side wing. Ganda ng action na yan for the Voyagers. So far, Warren Bonifacio has proved steady here in the second half. Splits his free throw. First trip to the line for Warren.
It's a 1-point game. Batangas with possession, and they also have the lead and a foul away from the ball on Jasper Salenga. And Pasay is already over the limit.
Now, kanina in the third quarter, it was Batangas who was early in penalty.
So those are 2 quick ones for Jasper Salenga, and right now, in pangalawang offense niya on that unsportsmanlike behavior. So those are 2 quick fouls, and hopefully, if your Pasay, it does not haunt you. But for Jasper, he has to take a breather now. Binalik na si AJ Coronel.
This might even be a blessing in disguise for AJ to come in a little bit earlier than planned. Well, we'll see how this turns out.
No, saying those names, Coach Mike, I like how they're all named here in Pasay. You got Jasper, you got Warren, you got Cyrus, you got Lawrence, you got AJ.
Oh,
and then you got the most unique name of all, Mark. 68-65. Sa kabila, ganda din eh.
Oh. Pero minsan, simplicity is better.
Oo nga eh, di ba? I like yung 2-letter names.
But it's good if you're friends of ano.
Ooh! Oh, that play, they've ran that so many times. And Batangas has not solved that riddle.
Yeah, they've been deceived by, just that letting go of that rock. And they keep chasing Cyrus Tabi inside, and he finishes against that low side help defense by Levy.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Tabi at the line.
To my recall, yung action nun is 3 out of 3 so far here in this game.
12 puntos na para kay Tabi. Make that 13 in the game. Warren Bonifacio has 14. Sanko has 13. And Tabi has 13 as well. AJ almost took it away from Kenneth. Kenneth gives it up to MJ. Levy wants it. Said was open. But MJ holding on to the basketball. Levy against Mark. Hernandez drives. Hernandez blocked by Warren Bonifacio. Takbo ang Pasay. Cyrus on the move. He'll wait for Lawrence Paul. Victoria. This could be big. Mintis. Jong on the run. Jong. That is off. That is off. AJ Coronel. Says referee Ray Gabriel.
They'll challenge this.
AJ so convinced that it was off Jong Baloria, his teammate in college.
At saka kita mo, ganda rin yung effort niya na paghabol sa likod. I was saying earlier, baka napaganda pa yung pagpasok dito ni AJ na maaga.
Halfway through this final period, and we have a challenge. We'll step aside for now.
The review for the challenge was inconclusive and it has been nullified. Our officials will stand on the last call.
It's inconclusive, yung review. So the challenge has been nullified. Oh, Coach Marlon has one more challenge. Looked like it came off Coronel there. Pero we are back to live action here. Levy against Sanko. Levy, what a spin.
Yeah.
He's just in the zone tonight. Levy Hernandez, 25 points. And Batangas has a 2-point lead. 4:40 remaining. Bagsak si Warren Bonifacio. A whistle on the floor. Look at Levy just toying with the defender, Mark Sanko. The help coming in late. And that's our play of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
That left-hand dribble going the gut of the floor. It's really a setup for the spin on the baseline side. He wasn't going through that double-team defense or the help side of Warren. He was going away from it. So Levy was easier off with that spin and that layup.
70-69. Warren Bonifacio converts on the first.
There was a warning on Batangas City, number 17, Kenneth Ikalo, for unsportsmanlike behavior.
.441 remaining.
Knocks down the second here for Warren. We're deadlocked at 70. So we'll see what happens now with Batangas. MJ over to Zed. Now it's Levy. Right side wing, same side of the floor where he attacked itong si Mark.
Nabitawan ni Levy. Turnover. Pasay can take the lead. Warren Bonifacio, foul. Count the basket. This is our fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation or split type air conditioners. They will challenge that last foul. It will count nonetheless. Pero yung possible 3-point play opportunity pwedeng maiwasan. We'll be right back.
The challenge made by Batangas City is unsuccessful. Foul on John Valoria is second.
And here's the replay, unsuccessful challenge. There was contact there.
Yung kaliwang kamay or braso nito ni Jong Valoria.
And one free throw, Warren Bonifacio.
And Warren Bonifacio has come alive in the second half. 18 points tonight. Averaging 11.6 per ball game, 19 in the game para kay Warren. And the Voyagers have a 3-point lead. Only 2 points in the first half for Warren. Make that 17 here in the second half.
They got out there split. Oh, MJ, 3 on its way.
Yes, sir. MJ De La Virgen. We're tied again.
I was going to say Warren actually split his previous free throws, but he's 3 of 3 on his last 3 attempts so far.
11th three-pointer for Batangas. Pasay with 7 makes. Sanko. Tabi. Warren. Bonifacio drives, nabitawan ang bola. And Coronel preventing the fast break. But bola ng Batangas, 3:39 remaining.
That's steal number 6 for Batangas.
Yeah, well, look at that fake from MJ De La Virgen. Had all day to shoot after he was able to elude Tabi with that shot fake. De La Virgen, Ighalo from the corner. Three-pointer off. Valoria to Levy. Ablaza. Yes! Ganda ng presence of mind doon.
Confusion sa cross match momentarily nagulat sila na nandun si Cyrus Tabi to check on said they adjusted but it was too late.
It's a 5-0 response from Batangas. They're now up by 2.
And just keeping your composure, despite being down momentarily by 3. See that 3 right? That shot or the pass.
They forgot about Sed there. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lawrence, Victoria. Lawrence leans in. Trying to go glass there. No good. AJ Coronel gets the offensive rebound. Here's Tabi. Down low they go. Warren Bonifacio. Bonifacio to Tabi. The swing. Victoria. Yes! Pasay regains the lead. 76-75. 2.5 minutes to play.
Finally, after 6 attempts, Lawrence knocks down a 3.
MJ. Tabi keeping in step. Ighalo trying to answer.
Oh, wow.
Kenneth Ighalo. It's a shootout here at the Capitol Arena. Batangas up by 2 as we approach the 2-minute mark.
We're gonna want to isolate Warren here.
Tabi. Atake ni Cyrus Tabi. Stopped by Ablaza. MJ finds Levy. Foul given up by AJ Coronel. That will mean 2 free throws for Levy Hernandez.
And they're looking for an unspo here.
And that's the three-pointer rattled in by Lawrence Paul Victoria. And what about the pass here? Galing kay MJ De La Virgen.
So for 2 straight possessions, they've been looking for threes. That time around, Kenneth knocked it down.
Daddy duties for JR Olegario before he sees action
Ganda,
against Jensen.
Ang inspiration.
That's a beautiful shot right there.
Ang inspiration, huh? That's nice.
He's a dad first before a baller.
Daddy duties.
I think that's the first time ever
Oh, yeah?
in my years here in the MPBL. And just a regular foul. In all my years here in covering the MPBL, unang-unang beses ko nakita yan na may laro ang player. 4th quarter na ng second game, 3rd game sila maglalaro at bit-bit yung anak niya.
Oh. Normally it's the mom, no?
Oo, nagbe-babysit pa. Galing.
That's nice. Love that shot.
28 for Levy. He stays at 28, 79-76. Minute and 40 remaining. MJ De La Virgen breaks up the pass. Sanko is open. That's a big shot. And we're tied at 79. Mark Sanko, three-pointer number 4.
Well, more importantly, he's 4 out of 5 from 3.
And both teams combining for 21 three-pointers. Batangas 12 of 26. Pasay 9 of 27. Levy, layup is short. Pasay gets the stop.
Deadlocked here.
9th deadlock of the game. Tabi drives left, misses. Ighalo with the rebound. Batangas with 1 timeout remaining. Pasay has a couple and expect Coach Marlon to request for a timeout should Batangas convert here. 10 seconds in the shot clock.
They will go for a 2-for-1 here.
6 seconds. Valoria, Ablaza. Yes, sir! The old reliables for Coach Cholo Villanueva combining on that play. Said Ablaza with the finish. Jong Valoria's playmaking able to create the opening para kay Said Ablaza. And this is a beautiful play drawn up under pressure.
More like an empty side ball screen.
Cyrus! Okay, tuloy tayo ha! AJ out! Okay, down! Up, Paul! Okay, pag nakuha to, pare extend mark! Okay, diretso tayo. Pare, ito ang hanapin natin. Nakuha, yan hanapin natin. Nakuha. Pare, 32 seconds. Wala tayong makonvert. Pag nakuha nila, pare, pwede tayong kumala. Agaw muna. Agaw.
81-79. I think that spot on the floor, Coach Marlon has been stressing na kailangan may makuha sila is that on that low block, no, kay Warren Bonifacio na kanina pa niya hinihingan ng bola na hindi napupunta doon.
Tama. That's what I was saying kanina. They might be looking for that low block opportunity for Warren, and they never have gone to that.
Tabi to the Bonifacio. 12 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to Warren here. Sanko gives it up to Tabi. Bagsak si Bonifacio. As last touch on Coronel. 2.6 seconds on the shot clock. And they will review the out of bounds here.
Oh, may isa pa siya, di ba? Because the other one got,
no, but this is an automatic review.
Okay, because of the 2 minutes, right. They never got to Warren again on the low block.
And it's Ochea who has done a terrific job. Ooh.
Oh, that's tough.
Did it touch Coronel here? This is a better out. Did it touch Ochea? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure looked it did.
Yes. Referee Alan Manzano confirming. But it's only 2.6 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
The idea here is not to foul if you're Batangas.
Yeah, but if you did not convert here, Batangas, both teams already over the limit. Batangas has not shot well at the line. 50% lang on 9 of 18 free throw shooting. So that's an option as well for Pasay, but they can go for the steal immediately if they do not convert here. Tabi looking for a teammate. Nahanap si Coronel. Coronel gets away. No. That's a shot clock violation. Hindi tumama sa ring.
Yeah, ball never hit the rim. And hindi maka-extricate sila Warren tsaka sila Lawrence. You know, they are marked men inside that floor.
There was a lot of contact there, but you know, hindi na let go na ang ating mga officials.
See this here.
That's a good no call. Crucial here for Batangas to get it across. And if they do, kung tatawid sila dito, that will leave them with 14 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. And that will leave 3.7 seconds sa oras for Pasay if they do get another possession.
They never did. Never did hit the rim.
It's a good call.
Right.
So ngayon they will use up the 17.7 seconds. Ighalo balik kay Said Ablaza. And a foul quickly given up by Warren Bonifacio.
And clearly that's what Coach Marlon was saying. And in fact, you were mentioning also earlier, quick foul and play the percentages from the line.
Kasi wala rin sila nakuha dun kasi si Sed ang nagbaba ng bola.
At saka ito lang opportunity nila makakuha ng rebound so that they have a chance to swing it the other way. Make or miss, they're gonna get a chance here.
81-79. Sed Ablaza trying to make it a 4-point game at the free throw line. 15.6 rebounds and 5 assists for Sed off the bench, but he misses. May timeout pa ang Pasay.
Yep.
They have 1 timeout. And we mentioned the free throw shooting, 9 of 19 for Batangas. 1 for 2 for Sed Ablaza. And Coach Marlon Martin will request for his final timeout of the ball game. 82-79 after that split at the line from Sed Ablaza. Batangas trying to avoid a 3rd straight defeat. Pasay trying to continue this winning streak. Let's go to Coach Marlon Martin.
Okay, Coach. Ball ang inbound. Okay. Cyrus to ha. Cyrus. Mark. Okay. Tuloy. Now next. Anong mangyayari? Okay. Lalabas to ha. Okay. Sai. Nakuha? Sai, ikaw yun ha. Okay. Out. Nakuha. Guys ha. Tutuloy ito ha. Jasper, cut ka dun. Tumuli ka corner. Okay, ngayon pare ha. Tuloy yan ha. Pag hit, timingan mo to. Paul, pag pwede ha. Take shot tayo. Wala, counter natin. Ready dito si Jasper ha. Paul, ako yung banker. Ako yung banker. Nakuha ito to.
It's 82-79. Ano kaya ang gagawin dito ng Pasay, Coach Mike?
Well, they gotta get a quick one. Question here is, Batangas definitely, I don't think you're gonna be fouling because they're shooting so much better from the line. You have to execute. Do you again go to that low block to which Coach Marlon has been, asking his boys?
Will you go for a quick 2 here or a 3 immediately?
I think I'm gonna go for a quick 2.
Bonifacio to Tabi, defended by Ighalo. Lawrence Victoria. Tabi, the extra pass to Salenga. Well defended. Tabi, Sanko. Victoria for 3. No! Ball is loose. Sanko. And that will do it. Batangas overcomes Pasay here at the Capital Arena in Ilagan, Isabela.
Wow.
A losing streak stops at 2 games for the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Look at the scramble defensively here from the Rum Masters, preventing any chance of a 3-pointer. And you look at the challenge from Levy Hernandez.
Yeah.
That's pretty good closeout there. Pretty good closeout galing kay Levy for that shot on Victoria.
And it really goes back to the very first thing that they've done in the very first possession. Play a lot of defense itong Batangas. So they closed out that game real good. Kind of scared though.
Yeah.
With Lawrence taking the shot.
What a well-played game. This was a hard-fought battle. Coming out as our best player of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Levy Hernandez doing everything in his power to lead Batangas to victory. 28 points and 5 rebounds.
And definitely the way that he started that game really set the tone for where those points are going to come from for the Rum Masters.
That's our final score. Batangas winning over Pasay, 82-79. Let's go to Gian Aliagas.
Congratulations to the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters and their best player of the game, Levy Hernandez, who had 28 points. Levy, sabi nga ni Coach Cholo, must win para sa inyo to dahil gusto nyo bumawi from that loss against Pasay last season tapos your last 2 games as well. Kaya gaano ka kasaya ngayon na nasungkit nyo nga itong panalo na to?
Yun nga, layo ng biyahe natin papunta dito. So ginawa lang namin yung effort namin ngayon game na kasi back-to-back loss kami. Kaya best win sa amin talaga to. Kaya ginawa namin yung game plan namin, in-execute na namin sa game. And yun nga, nag-resulta. Buti na lang.
At mahalaga talaga para sa inyo ang composure, especially that last minute of the game na sobrang tight ang laro. Nakita namin na kinakausap mo yung teammates mo. Ano yung pinapaalala mo sa kanila nun?
Yun nga, sabi ko, Laro lang tayo pare, gawin lang natin yung mga ginagawa natin sa ensayo, execute lang natin, yung depensa natin, kailangan magsalita tayo sa loob kasi pag nawala yung isa, nabubutas tayo. Yun lang ang laging sinasabi ko sa kanila, minomotivate ko lang din sila.
Sino ang gusto mong pasalamatan?
Una, salamat kay God, binigay yung panalo namin ngayon. Sa misis ko, baby ko, si Sia, si Kim, yung mama at papa ko, mga kapatid ko, Miranda, Hernandez family, lahat ng taga Santa Maria, Mexico, Pampanga, taga Batangas, laging nandyan, sumusuporta sa amin. Si Paring Gian, pati yung misis niya nasa Qatar, si Paring Roji, sa misis niya nasa Dubai. Ingat kayo palagi dyan pare.
Congratulations to you, Levy, and the rest of your team. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you, Sidalf and Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, G, and congratulations, Levi Hernandez. A big-time performance to help Batangas snap their losing streak. Meanwhile, abangan nyo ang laban ng home team, the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys, taking on the Jensen Warriors for our main game. We'll be right back for that. Ito ang MPBL, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.